everyone. Another positive result for Newcastle this weekend, a 2-1 victory at St. James's Park against 6th place Bournemouth. And this makes it 2 wins on the trot for Newcastle, finally finding momentum and finding confidence in the play. This first half, extremely bright for the squad. Started off in the 7th minute with Salomon Rondon's first goal. Ball's on the right with Mo Diame. Mo Diame plays a little chip over the top to the onrushing DeAndre Yedlin, who just absolutely outpaced the defender, plays the ball in on the ground. Rondon, first time shot, good save from Begovic, but the ball pops right back out to Rondon, and he puts it away. So fantastic start for Newcastle, and that play really exemplified the value that DeAndre Yedlin has. There definitely have been some questions in the past about his positioning, his defending, but what he offers is that blazing speed going forward and a really nice ground cross that he's done a few times for goals this season, and in that play just beating the defender. Yedlin, one of the fastest players in the Premier League, and it really showed there. Going forward, we had a nice sustained pressure as the first half went on. At times kind of gave the ball away cheaply, but overall we're settled, we're disciplined in defense. 40th minute, the second goal comes. Key, who again was filling in for Shelby at center midfield, plays this beautiful ping ball across to Kennedy on the left. Kennedy, one touch, looks up and sees Rondon in the middle of the box, man marked by Nathan Aki. A gorgeous curling cross in by Kennedy, and Rondon just outmuscles Aki, bangs the header into the back of the net. Like a real thumping header by Rondon. 2-0 Newcastle, and really looking positive right now. Unfortunately, the one big weakness that Newcastle had in this match was defending set pieces, and it showed at the end of the first half. There were 8 minutes of added time because of a few series of injuries, and in the 45 plus 6 minutes, Bournemouth gets a corner, ball is played into the top of the 6, and it was a bit of a soft goal for Newcastle to give away. Jefferson Lerma kind of leaning down and flicking back with his head, and the ball just loops over into the side netting. Should have probably had somebody on the back post. Dummett was a few feet out. But going into the half, positive from Newcastle, but needed to, withstand the pressure that we knew Bournemouth was going to have in the second half after having the deficit before going into the locker room. And second half, Newcastle looked a bit nervy at times. It was a stressful second half. The substitutions were not ideal, I think, for Newcastle, but again, I'm not going to fault Rafa Benitez because of how limited resources he has. But Newcastle really stuck it out, disciplined defense. Particularly, Federico Fernandez was absolutely immense in this game. He was a beast at defense, commanding the defense like he had been playing at that center back position for Newcastle for years. Him and Fabian Schär, obviously some issues with them. They haven't played together too much. I thought Schär looked decent. He gave the ball away a few times, but he is a ball-playing center back, and I thought he did a pretty good job. But Fernandez was very excellent for Newcastle in this game. Salomon Rondon, again, besides the goals in the first half, just doing a great job holding up play. You saw him play with his back to goal and would settle the ball on his chest or head it down to his feet and bring the midfield into the match. And that was a really effective tactic with Newcastle having a lead, was holding the ball up, bringing the midfield in, and being able to organize this sort of attack in the second half when you weren't desperate for a goal, having a lead. As the game was winding down, the one big moment near the end of the match, Bournemouth gets another corner kick. Again, the set piece defending was really poor from Newcastle. In this particular instance, unlike the goal, it was zonal marking, and ball pops out, scrambles around, shot goes in, deflection. Dubravka with a fantastic save, pushing it out, and Aki puts it in for the tie, but the goal is offsides, and that was only because of the save. The initial shot was not offsides, but because he made the save from the first touch by the Bournemouth player, Aki was offside. So again, Dubravka saving us. That puts us now at the 8th best defense statistically in the league, better than West Ham, better than Leicester, better than Man United even, which is pretty incredible for a defense that was combined cost under £20 million. So you're seeing what they're doing with that quality. You're seeing the quality that Rafa's getting. Next we go to Burnley after a 2-week break, and Burnley really looking shaky right now. They haven't won in the last 5 games. I think we can take 3 points and continue climbing the table going into the match after that, which is against West Ham at home. West Ham right above us, so it's very positive for Newcastle going into the break, and a really, really great weekend overall for everybody in the squad.
Check out the Magpie channel merchandise. Hoodies, hats, t-shirts, embroidered and printed available, and the back print on the new t-shirts. All sizes available. The link will be in the description of this video to the Etsy. It's etsy.co.uk/the Magpie channel. Make sure you check it out. Support us. It goes back in the channel. It goes into new equipment, away days, prize giveaways for yourselves if you haven't seen the Magpie 4 videos. Enjoy yourself.